Corn-Fed Outdoors is brought to you by these fine sponsors: ABB, Bowstrings, Accessories, and Pro Shop. Miller's Gun and Supply, your one-stop shop for all your hunting needs. Bow Sticks and Oak Ridge Hunting Blinds.
Well, good evening, folks. It's January 8th. It's the Sunday of Ohio's muzzleloader season. And we got some special treatment tonight. We've been hunting two of our other farms. Pretty heavy. We've had a lot of corn out and haven't had much luck. I had a lot of bad luck yesterday. I missed a good 10 point in the morning. Stop. Brennan, I shot the tree limb right here. I hit a tree limb, but what we got tonight is a farm that we've never hunted in our entire lives. It's Brennan's boss who has the farm, and it hasn't been hunted at all this year. Every night we go by, there's at least 20 deer in this field. 2 nights ago, there was 26 of them out here. There was 3 good bucks and a couple other little bucks, but 3 definite shooters. There's no snow on the ground, so that's not really in our favor, but today it's a high of 30s, 35, 39, something like that. So what we're doing is there's a big chunk of timber out in front of us, about 150 yards, and there's a field between the 2 chunks of timber, and we're laying in a creek bank in the middle of the field. Our wind's in our face. We never step foot anywhere close to the woods, so we're never going to jump these deer. We're just going to lay on the bank of this creek and wait for them to come out, and hopefully one gives us a shot. But I've had the worst luck this year of my life, and I'm hoping tonight it changes, so stay tuned, see what happens. Hopefully we get a good one on the ground. Thanks for tuning in. You're watching Corn-Fed Outdoors.
Well, the evening ended up going a lot slower than I had imagined. It was the 3rd day of muzzleloader season in Ohio, and 2 nights prior there was 26 deer in the field, and 3 of them were big. And the next night I wasn't able to hunt, and I was able to scout for like the last half hour of daylight, and I watched that field, and 1 deer came out, and it was a little spike buck. And the next night I got out there thinking it's going to be hit or miss. I didn't know if these deer had been scared by other hunters or what was going on, but I was just praying that something would come out. And we had been sitting there for about 2 hours, and it was about 45 minutes before dark, and we looked up in the woods and we saw a bunch of deer running toward the field, and we thought this was it. They're coming out, and it's going to happen. And none of those deer stepped out into the field, and we waited another half hour, and finally a deer stepped out, and head was behind a tree. You could see his body, and he walked out, and it was the deer that I ended up shooting. It was the big 10 point that we had seen feeding out in the field a few days before.
230 yards. Man, it's got to come this way. Let's get him on. Yeah. Just wait.
He fed out, and I had ranged him a couple times, and I couldn't get a true range on him. So I ranged the tree behind him, and it was like 230 yards. And what I didn't realize is that he was actually he was a good distance in front of that tree that I ranged, And we waited and waited and thought he might come closer, and he just fed up the fence line.
He's got to be pretty. He can't be too far. He's got to. Did you range him at all? Just to make sure. Are you good? You got him, Chris. You got him, Chris. You got him, Chris.
No,
you got him, Chris.
No, I didn't.
You got him, Chris.
Folks, it has been 3 of the longest years of my life, and I just shot a stud 10-point, the biggest deer I've ever killed. We had a plan this evening, and it worked. These deer have been coming out in this field so often. We got permission from Brennan's boss to come in here one night and one night only. The first deer to come out was the deer I killed. We've been laying in this creek bank for 3 hours. I've been so fidgety, so sore.
Far shot.
We sighted my muzzleloader in 3 days ago at 150 yards, and I was hitting a little bit low. That deer was out there, Brennan. I aimed this far over his back. Yeah, I did. I figured if I was gonna hit anywhere, I gotta aim high. I aimed a little bit high. The deer ran 50, 60 yards and fell over dead in the field. We're gonna go look at him, folks. I can't even believe what just happened. This is why we hunt. The feeling that I got right now, I can't put into words. It's just amazing. I'm pretty sure I broke my shoulder. I broke Brennan's nose. Alright, folks, just follow us up there. And look what just happened. Look what just happened. This is what it's all about right here. This is what it's all about. We had one night to get it done. I missed a big 10-point yesterday. I thought it was over. I came and scouted this field last night. One form came out. They sat here. We had 5 minutes of shooting light left. I thought there's no way it's gonna happen. Look what happened. I just shot a stud of a perfect 10-point. And you guys got to see it. I am so pumped right now. I can't even believe it. I can't even believe it. Thanks for tuning in. This is Cornette over.
Miller's Gun and Supply, your one-stop shop for all your hunting needs.
Thanks for checking out another episode of Corn-Fed Outdoors. Had a good time with that one. It was killing my biggest buck that I've ever shot on film, and I couldn't be happier with the result. I just wanted to take the time to say something for our sponsors. You know, Corn-Fed Outdoors is just a bunch of working men that you know, on the weekends have time to hunt and take a video camera along. You know, we like to show our hunts to everybody, and we hope you guys enjoy them. But I'd like to say something about our sponsors real quick. Miller's Gun and Supply being the first one. They hooked us up with these new Matthews bows, and you know, they've been a big support. They're just a local pro shop, and they've been a big support for Corn-Fed Outdoors. And I'd like to say thank you to them for hooking us up with these great bows. You know, the Matthews shoots awesome. Another sponsor is ABB, formerly known as America's Best Bowstrings. They've stepped it up a little bit. They've added a pro shop as well as some accessories to their lineup, and couldn't be happier with them either. They put brand new premium strings on these bows as well as a Rubik's rest, and you know, I can't say enough about the rest. It's great for competition shooting as well as in the field. There's no tools required to adjust the rest. It's just it's like a click adjustment, just like a scope would have. As well as a string. The strings, you know, they couldn't be built any better. They have EST, which is called Equalized Strand Technology, which means each strand is precisely twisted to the exact measurement. You know, I don't know all the ins and outs about it, but what it does is give you no peep rotation. You know, you're out there in the field and haven't shot your bow in a while, and you pull back on a big buck and you can't see through your peep sight. You know, nobody ever wants to have to go through that, but unfortunately, that does happen. With these strings, you don't have to worry about that. The strings are premium built, you know, can't say enough about them. Another company that we just recently added is Bow Sticks. As you can see on this bow behind me, there's a pair of bow sticks on there. It's just a bipod for your bow. And if you like to hunt turkeys off the ground with a bow, this is exactly what you need. You don't have to worry about laying your bow on its side, you know, trying to find something to hang it on. You just set your bow up right in front of you, and as soon as you need it, you just pick it up, it's ready to go. You shoot with the sticks on it, and we have a 3D league that we got a couple of guys shooting, and we all have them on our bows, and it's nice. You don't have to hang it up or lay it down. You just, you know, set it where you're standing and you're good to go. We also recently added Oak Ridge hunting blinds to our lineup, and nobody's got a blind yet, but we have been in the blinds and have seen them and are getting set up with them this spring. And I'll tell you what, guys, the blinds are immaculate. I mean, if you want a good hunting blind that you can bow hunt out of, gun hunt out of, insulated, easy to get into, get out of, easy to set up, Oak Ridge hunting blinds is the way to go. that's all we got for our sponsors. Well, what Corn Fed Outdoors would like to do for you guys, in appreciation for watching the video on Facebook, we'd like to give away one of ABB's premium strings. All we ask you to do is like the video on Facebook and share it, leave any comments you'd like, and you'll be entered into the contest. It could be a crossbow or a compound, but we'll give it about a week's time, and we'll choose a winner. Give us your contact information, and we'll hook you up with one of the premium strings from ABB, and you should be good to go for next season. So just like it and share it on Facebook, and we'll pick a winner. Thanks for tuning in. It's Corn Fed Outdoors.